to formally. I want to.
I'm Professor Audu Kagana, the Professor of Enterpreneurship and Strategic Leadership, Director of the Institute of Enterpreneurship and Career Development Center, African Aviation and Aerospace University, Abuja. I was working for ACC Abuja here, in Enterpreneurship Education and Innovation. Entrepreneurship is all encompassing. It is inherent, and everybody born to the planet Earth here has a talent that is a component of skill, knowledge, and attitude. And that constitutes what we call entrepreneurship. Our students, both from primary school, secondary school, and tertiary institutions, has to understand this mindset of entrepreneurship. And that is why I shared the testimony as a corper. As I was a corper in 1999, I served in Anambra in OKTT, Idemili South, as St. Joseph Secondary School. I identified that students did not understand at that time mathematics, English, and computer science. I came with this entrepreneurial knowledge because I have the passion to transform the mindset of students for self-reliance. I taught them mathematics, English, and as well as computer science. I was able to get a little money. And from that time to date, my level of income has changed because I was able to write a book on self-employment in the defense economy as a corper. Produced about 1,000 copies, and all core members, local government chairmen, they bought all the books. And that enhanced my income and eliminated completely poverty, unemployment from the mentality. From that time to date.
Finally, what should
A teacher, as an entrepreneur, as a professor, as a scholar, as a researcher, as a policy maker, you should not depend on your salary. You should depend on stream of income in order to survive the biting economy in Nigeria. And you have the solution. The solution is the skill that God has given to you, the knowledge that God has given to you, and the entrepreneurial attitude that God has given to you. When you learn this, you are wonderful. And in addition to that, I love the way you have come to interview me. It is part of entrepreneurship. You can't just stay at home and I say, I fold my hand. What will you feed your family? Whatever thing that comes to you is entrepreneurial. That's the spirit we want to promote in Nigeria. Everybody should be up and doing because whatever thing you generate from here, it will add to your income and also you feed your family. Everybody should behave the way you are behaving.
I want to formally welcome all of you, and I'm very gladdened and happy to be all you people to be interviewed. I am Dr. Joseph Oga Okashia from Federal College of Education, Oshodi, Cross State. All right.
What is your take home message?
Well, this workshop, we are going to go back home to the field. Over the years, since the inception of colleges of education in Nigeria, we have been talk kind of education, and children go back home to certificate that's not productive enough. But with this workshop, we are going back home to produce the teachers that will go back home and give the children productive education. In those days, children were taught how to prepare handwork, handcraft, and all that, producing basket brooms and all that. Today, it's no longer like that. And when you are talking about handwork, it is in principle. Teachers in primary school especially collect money from children and call it handwork. It is no longer handwork. And we are emphasizing that, see, at the end of educational training, children should be able to fend for themselves. Government no longer have available collar jobs for for graduates. As a matter of fact, we are expecting from this workshop that we go back home and produce NCA teachers that will go back home and then teach the teachers who will in turn produce children that will be productive enough so that they can fend for themselves. These days, we depend solely on white collar jobs, and that does not help us any longer. And that's why we have cases of stealing, armed robbery, kidnapping, and all that. All these criminalities are as a result of laziness and having nothing to do. And that's why we are, from this workshop, going back home, we say emphasis should be laid on productive education. So I gained so much from here, and I'm going back to go home and extend this training to other lecturers that didn't come here, so that we do the same to our students and then practicalize it properly so that our teachers will also be productive enough for themselves also.
Thank you very much. Your name once again, sir.
Dr. Joseph.
I am Mr. Tolu Olufemi Joseph from Kogi State College of Education. The significance of the workshop is to train the trainer. We are the trainer. We are supposed to go back home to teach our own students. And because you cannot teach what you don't know, that's why they have bring us together to teach us so that we will have something to teach our students. Is as much as we are going to gain experience from here, the way forward is we must go back home and make sure the knowledge we have gained does not, we do not bury it. We transmit it to our colleagues that doesn't have the opportunity to be here, and equally take it to the classroom and teach our students the knowledge we have. And I'm sure if we do that, the nation will grow.
Okay. The program is what we need. It's trying to change what we used to have in the past. In the past, the belief is go to school and get a job. But now we are trying to introduce something new, as in go to school, learn how to start a business and strive in that business. So schooling is not just you trying to get a job and work for somebody. You can also go to school and learn how to start your own business and extend the business. That is what I feel.
Okay, ma'am.
It's a welcome development. I think it's what we need now. And if you all know that one of the problems confronting Nigeria has to do with unemployment. People leave school, they can't get a job. So we believe that if we start to teach our children that they can start a business, the knowledge of how to start a business, how to think, how to know that starting a business is like finding a solution to a problem. So it's like you're catching them young, and this will make them start business. Nigeria is confronted. We are confronted with insecurity. Nigeria is no longer how it used to be. In the past, you could travel at night, you can go anywhere, but we can't do that now in Nigeria. So we are living in fear, and that is just what the problem we have.
My name is Jason Biggie. Uh, Actually, this is my second time coming to this conference. I found it very nice and educative because after teaching, after finishing your work as a teacher, also, you will have something to use in your life. So, education is not only to teach people, but also to train them a skill, which they can be proud of it after their graduation. So we are now happy actually to appreciate the curriculum which was introduced to our graduation. This shows that the student will graduate with two things, a skill and also education. So this situation where finding work very the student can use the other way, that is the skill of helping the school. How to provide dependent from government. Also to the government is very good actually because it will help the government try to minimize number of people seeking white collar job. So, in short, I really appreciate the leadership of this character.
In short, for this.
Give great contribution in a situation where Nigeria found itself where there is insecurity. So, what causes insecurity? To me, I thought it is lack of what to do. If somebody has what to do, I don't think she can involve herself in other criminal activities. So, really, I thank government, federal government, for introducing this concept into the education. It will be a very great useful to cap out this relation on employment and the other parts.
And I'm quite sure that as many of you are here, that you will profit from this. And I wish you all a very good workshops, very fructiferous workshops. And I hope you take the most of it and maybe successful entrepreneurs in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let's put our hands together again for Okay, now we are coming to business of today. All that we have been doing from morning to this is just happened. You can see how I will not say we wasted time. We spent larger. Let me ask, who among us here was here in May for the Enterpreneurship mock-up workshop? Raise up your hand. May last this year. One. Okay. I believe and I'm sure when you are here, you enjoy directing with Professor Dagana. Are you? Professor Dagana is here again. He's a champion with technology education. He's a director.